OU's coming. You're not from around here, but what does that word bedlam mean to you? Like, what do you think of when somebody says bedlam?
I'm obviously really excited for that game. I've heard a lot of great stories of it, but actually, in our meeting today, Bowman made a really good point. We got to focus on it this week. So, obviously I'm excited for that, but this Cincinnati team, they're a good team, and so we're just focused on this one, and then we'll get into that whole excitement after Saturday.
What was the craziest bedlam story you've heard?
Mainly just talking to Braden Cassidy. Obviously, he's been here for a long time. He just told me of some of the wild wins, on that field or, at OU. So just, I've watched some clips over, on TikTok and stuff, some bedlam clips from even back before Cass's time. And so I've kind of got a little bit of a grasp of how exciting that is and just what that kind of means to not only Stillwater, but also the OU fans. So obviously I'm excited for that one. It's going to be fun.
It's been a while since we've talked to you. What have you learned about yourself as a football player through this stretch of the season?
That's a really good question. I think personally I've kind of learned that, I might be a little bit tougher than I originally thought, because obviously these Big 12 boys can hit. So, we've had a couple bumps and bruises, but, I've also learned how much I also need to work on, especially with, and that's thanks to Coach Mack, when blocking in the box and stuff like that, with feet and hands. And so, obviously these guys are good that we play against every week. And so, I keep learning more and more how much better I've gotten from the week before and how much I need to keep getting better to, really get better at blocking and stuff, which is something I've really tried to work on this year.
Go ahead.
So how much more comfortable are you with just the physicality and the assignments and all the things that goes into being a blocker?
Yeah, I actually feel pretty good. Obviously, I've made my handful of mistakes. That's what we have film study for to correct and stuff. But I think there's been a large leap from when I got here to what I'm kind of doing now. Obviously, a lot more room for improvement. But with how the O-line's been blocking and how we've kind of been doing it just feels good right now that we're the run game's going well, and it just goes to show that our game plan and the coaching we've had week in, week out has really been going well, and so we just got to keep capitalizing on that. So it definitely feels good, and I feel like I'm in a much better place than I used to be.
Josiah, how much do you notice the home field advantage in Boone Pickens Stadium? Is it a lot different than UMass?
Yes, very, very much so. I mean, I've only played in front of only played a handful of games where there was a sold-out crowd, especially of this capacity. You can really feel them here. I don't really feel it when I'm on the field because I can kind of just zone in. But when I come off the field after a drive or especially after a touchdown, it erupts. It's something special. I've never experienced something like that. And then, I'm always really excited to hear the "Here Comes Bullet" and all the the pistols fire and stuff. And so I always try to make sure, even after celebrating with my teammates, to see Bullet run on the field, because that's a really cool experience. And so, just the whole atmosphere here, it's all you guys said it would be and more. It's been awesome.
Is there one moment maybe that you remember from the beginning of the season, whether it was the Central Arkansas game, where you were like, wow?
Yeah, I mean, one of my buddies, one of my good friends that I played with at UMass, he said he was watching the game and he said that he noticed right when I walked, because I didn't even really realize it, but when he was watching, when I walked on the field for the first play, I kind of did one of these, because it's pretty surreal. But I mean, it's starting to really feel like home now, which is great, and I love the whole atmosphere. It's a lot of fun, especially when we win those games and score. It's a good time.